2K Sports.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Jones.
Oh, say does that
2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Philadelphia. It's the home of the 76ers, the Wells Fargo Center. The Utah Jazz come into this one after the win against the Pistons in Detroit.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. That has to make you feel good as a group.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, the forwards are Hayward and Favors. Hood out there with Burke, and it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. Now here's Burke. Goes up on the high post. The shot no good. The 76ers struggled last year, but it was mostly due to their offensive issues, Greg. At times, they could be okay on defense.
No doubt, Kevin. They've got a good group of rim protectors, and they also knew how to force turnovers, but they have got to improve offensively.
Here's Covington. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Celtics in Boston. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Burke, the pass to Favors. Out to Hayward. Beyond the arc. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't DM up more tightly on the perimeter.
Smith dishes to Okafor. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to go on Trey Burke.
And we all know Utah is a very young team. Last year, only the 76ers were younger. Still very competitive given the age and the lack of experience from this group.
Clark, an interesting fact about the Jazz and their age last year. At one point, they didn't even have the oldest starting 5 in the state of Utah. Now think of this. The starting, just talking about this, had an older average than Utah did.
Yeah, amazing. You look at the ages of Exum and Gobert and Favors. Makes sense that would be the case.
Stauskas' shot is off.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on it.
They get it again. Gobert. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Feeds it to Okafor. Covington kicks to Smith. Cannot hit. So Utah will take it the other way.
The shots aren't dropping yet. They've missed 4 of their first 5 shots.
The second effort, Gobert, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Alright, YouTubers, we're playing with the 76ers because they're the worst team in the game.
The Jazz shooting their first foul shot of the night. Utah was so tough near the end of last season, Greg. They weren't going to make the playoffs, but they did give other teams some trouble.
That's a great point. And how about going 19-10 after the All-Star break? Another team that would have been in the playoffs
right
if they were in the East. And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg. And, you know, for the Jazz, you mentioned their post-All-Star break surge. I mean, that 19-10 record they had after the break was good enough for 6th best in the league.
Here's Hood. Favors with the screen. Hood, the pass to Gobert. Just 5 to shoot. Snatched up.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Staskis.
For a team nobody wanted to play
Staskis.
after the break. They were over 500 against the rest of the West and had some big wins over playoff teams in the process.
Now here's Burke. In the game against Detroit, very impressive. Favors with a screen on Smith. Kicks it to Hood. Wide open look. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Hood's got his first points of the night. The 76ers trail by 9. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. 3 on 3. Here's Burke. Again, the Jazz score.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've
Garbage.
got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
And the 7. The 76ers decide to take their first time out here. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And in that game, guys, their three-point shooting really was their own worst enemy. Even when they got the open looks, they just had an inability to knock them down.
And, guys, you've seen it happen to every team. You have to be a threat from beyond the arc nowadays, and if your team goes cold, it really can sabotage your game.
Gobert with a screen for Burke. Rejection by Smith. And it's going to be out of bounds.
Nice.
The Jazz will retain possession. Here is Hayward. He's coming off a 16-point game against Detroit. 4 on the clock. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
So far on the glass, it had.
Yeah, they're taking it to him. It feels like they've gotten every loose ball.
Okafor dishes to Smith. And the shot is good.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Last season, the first season of action for Nerlens Noel, officially a rookie after sitting out the 2014 season. He looked good, and he got better as the season was going on.
A great point. I think that year off really helped him grow as a player. Coming into the draft when he came out, he was a guy who I thought had one of the most unbelievable motors I had ever seen. And you know what? Everything he was hyped up to be, he lived up to on the defensive end.
And for Noel, I really think he took off in the back half of the season. Up his scoring, his shooting percentage, and his rebounding. You could see him getting better almost every game.
All free throws good for Noel.
And by the end of the season last...
Hey YouTubers, jtsellen here, VELASCO Gaming. Trying a different method tonight. No camera on, just voice. I think you guys know what I look like. Yeah, so I've been messing around with franchise since the game came out, and I guess it could be any team really, but when I start a franchise, I look for the worst team in the game, and I try to make that team a contender. And I think that's what I remember growing up playing a lot of Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo and Tecmo Super Bowl, Tecmo Baseball, World Series Baseball, NBA Live. It was all about building a team up from nothing. I do play GM, but I tend to focus just on a little bit of roster changes, but for the most part playing a strong simulation 4-quarter game and trying to have a real life experience without some arcade NBA Jam crazy finish, 150 to 150. That's not what basketball's about. So I figured the 76ers, they suck enough just for someone good like me to make them somewhat decent. So that's what we're doing here. Yay! I'm a Warriors fan. I'm in California, but I'm playing with the Sixers because I know the Dubs are the champs, and they're going to win it again. Game on!
Noel was completely different as a player. Always a defensive force in the league. His development is probably going faster than many expected.
And that's a foul called on Nick Stauskas. That is his first foul of the game. Carl Landry's checked in for Philadelphia.
Come on, Okafor.
They set the pick. NATO got a hand on it, and they're able to recover.
Oh, garbage.
Hayward can't hit.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And stolen by Hood. Hayward goes in. Okafor grabs the miss.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
That is
Nice,
good.
nice.
Stauskas has got 7 points in the game.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right
I was out of
place with
bounds.
that
Oh,
pass?
shit.
Money.
To the wing right side. Here's Booker. Another miss by Utah.
I'll tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Inside, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Well, the city of Philadelphia has had some tough fans. There's no doubt.
All right,
Santa Claus.
I had to take that sound of the
You can
game
imagine,
out of the
Greg, how
mic
they
so
felt
I
about
could talk
this
clear.
Sixers team a year ago.
The Sixers were going
Right,
to be in
McConnell.
trouble from the very start.
Hold on, folks. Hold on. Can't do everything at once. Let me turn this TV. The fuck is this shit? Unsealed Alien Files on Destination. It's a pretty good channel. It's one of my favorite channels, paranormal shit. But we're gonna mute this right now. Put on actually the closed captioning. Focus on this streaming live 76ers franchise.
Of the year, a lot of
The fuck? Garbage ass shit, I swear to God. Thank you.
fans didn't even bother to show up to boo. I mean,
Out of the break.
Philly
It's a
had
free
the worst
throw.
attendance in the league
Alright, we're
last
coming
season.
back. Coming back. It's lifelike
young
score right there.
talent. Maybe this is the year it starts to materialize.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right in for Okafor.
T.
Jake
Bigelow
Armstrong
T.
comes in for Robert Covington.
Black T.
And it's Marshall in for Stauskas. Then
Right,
for
Connell.
the Jazz, Weiss is checked in for Gobert.
Swish.
And it's Joe Ingles in for Rodney Hood.
Nice
That's
defense.
also good. So he hits both free throws.
76ers giving the
When
Jazz a
you look at
little.
the 76ers, it's no surprise that they have
little
empty
game
seats.
right
I
here.
mean, they ended up 12 and 29 at home,
Bullshit, that's
which
three.
wasn't the worst mark in the NBA,
Gordon Hayward.
but it was tied for
All these
second
threes
worst.
all day.
He
This.
worked
Ooh. Random.
And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Carl Landry.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right
Let
now.
Dirk Favors. Alright.
Tries a three off the inbound. Price with the rebound.
What?
And Philadelphia just
Close.
at times hard to watch, even at home. I mean, they have the worst home field goal percentage in the entire league. Hard to get the crowd into it if you are clanking it on the rim every trip down.
Just 5 on the clock. The Jazz need to get off a shot here.
Nice.
Dishes to Marshall. Passes it to Landry. To the inside. No good.
Garbage.
Hayward with some nice D. Utah leading by 3.
Not Simpson.
There's the screen. NATO
Oh, double
to
swat.
stop the drought.
Oh, garbage.
Head short, but it's good off the front.
Garbage.
Well, he knew how many inches he had
right,
over
guys.
the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the
This
jump shot.
floor.
Out left to the wing.
Is that Kendall Marshall?
And
Oh,
Marshall kicks to Grant. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Pass to Landry. Another shot. It's
Oh,
blocked.
he got bitch slapped, dude. Oh, God. How's that a... Oh, fucking jump ball, baby. Jump ball. Excuse me, guys. It's all new to me. And I don't give a fuck.
Hayward outside. Pass to Price.
Hayward can shoot. You're a ball hawk, dude.
Hayward outside.
That's why your sister down.
Inside. Out to the wing. 5 to shoot. They set the pick. NATO. But they get it back.
What? Oh, 3 fucking
He kicks it
Sixers.
to Booker.
Still can't even get the rebound.
Second shot
Oh, in
opportunity.
your eye.
Ingles can't get it to go.
Boy, I tell you, I thought the Jazz had a big year last season. Looked much tougher than before.
Oh.
Big part of that is how Coach Quinn Snyder helped the team
Dude,
grow.
throw it down, you know what?
He looked like a perfect fit
Man,
in his
throw it
first
off
year with the
backcourt hard.
franchise.
Call timeout. Just call timeout.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
And one of the
Yeah,
few
pretty much I
bright
just
spots
play
of
a
their
straightforward
last
game.
season was sweeping the season series in this
Player
matchup.
versus
Yeah, for
computer.
sure. Neither team a big time
And
contender
I don't
in their
do Hall of
respective
Fame. I
conferences,
think
Greg,
All Star's about
but the
right
teams
for
are
me.
fairly evenly matched,
And
it can still be entertaining basketball.
Computer Challenge is good enough. They're just good enough to have a competitive game. So
On defense,
that's what I want.
Philadelphia.
It's not like
It's
Madden.
a 3-point game.
Deep passes all day. Come on, get him, Marshall. What are you doing, dump truck? So garbage, dude.
1:11 left in the first quarter.
Fuck. Ah!
There's the call on Trevor Booker.
Yeah, it's a
That
foul,
is
dude.
his first foul of the game.
Right, Kendall Marshall. I'm gonna trade that guy eventually, I think.
They're
Oh, that's
at a
McConnell.
12-4 run. To the left side wing.
That's not. Oh my god, it was.
Stolen by
Oh,
Hayward.
fuckers. Come, get over here, girl.
Hayward on the wing. There's the pass to Place. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Well, the plan has been obvious now, Clark, for a while. The 76ers really loading up on young players, letting them see a lot of minutes, and they're hoping it's going to bear some
First
fruit,
pick
as
in
you
the
like to
second
say,
round, I
coming up.
believe.
Exactly, and it will in time because they've accumulated some really nice young talent, Kevin.
And with the 76ers, it's not just on the floor that they have stifled the progress. That they've taken 2 top picks knowing they would sit out a full year just to rehab injuries.
Now, here is Landry. He's had some
That's garbage,
playing
dude.
time,
Kiss
but no
that shit.
score yet from him. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game.
Fucking
Good ball
Sixers.
movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot. Right
They're
where it
losing
needed to
about
be.
just like
The
right in
76ers
real
trail
life.
by 7. 20 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Another miss by Philadelphia. Pushing it up. Finished off the break. Hayward's got
Totally
5.
like the
That's
Sixers.
just run of the mill for him. A typical day at the office.
Any real players want to check out you guys are in the game, this is how it is. Oh, nice.
He is fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
You know, a huge height advantage there. But
Looks like
because
a
of the great body
J.A.
control,
Adonde
he's able to
from
cancel
around the
that.
horn.
Agreed. The body control is
ESPN.
essential in that situation.
2
I mean,
o'clock.
if
Check
you're
it
giving
out.
up a bunch of
Thinks
height,
the LA beat
then you
writer.
better be able
That's
to
totally him
manufacture
when they put him in the
things
game.
air.
The 76ers shooting their 7th
free
attempt
throws.
at the foul line in this one.
Swish.
And looking at
What the?
last season's
Oh, that's
numbers,
true.
down below 70%
Just
as a team
block that shit.
from the
Oh,
line.
fucking
And
half
that just
court.
has to
Air
improve,
ball.
guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you
first
shoot
quarter.
that poorly from the line.
On pace for 100 to 75, I think. That's about right.
And he talked about his focus on developing.
This is my 3rd game in the season, and I lost the
Well,
first
the
2.
desire
Or the
is there,
second.
and sounds like the commitment
So,
that he's showing is to.
Yeah, Sixers
How far do you think he can go?
looking to go 0-82. That number 1 draft pick again. Of course, they won't pick the right guy. Like they got a Okafor instead of
One
Porzingis.
big factor will be injuries. That's the big X factor that determines so many more careers than desire. Talent
Not
and
my
commitment.
franchise.
You need to stay on the court.
Get over, go. Double team, double team.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And the guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
I just like the way they're getting
On
out
the
the
shot,
open court,
dude.
taking advantage of all those fast break chances
Covington.
here early on.
I agree
Robert
with you, Greg. I
Covington,
mean,
small
they can
forward,
run, and they've done a good
but he
job
shoots
filling the
free
lanes
throws
in
like a
transition.
duck. Watch this.
Ish Smith is out there with
Whack.
Stauskas. Then it's Noel.
That's not too bad.
Then there's Okafor.
Seniors.
And it's Covington in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Philadelphia
Covington.
to start the second quarter.
Swish.
He doesn't get the second one.
Garbage,
Hard
dude.
work on the glass once again, fellas. They
throws.
put a lot of effort into their
Oh,
rebound.
garbage.
There's a reason why they have 3
defense.
seconds in the lane, and
Just
that
for that.
interior play has made a big difference
Come on,
in this
Ish.
game.
The
Ish Smith, my
76ers
favorite Sixer
trail by
this
8.
year. It was known as Noel. Maybe Michael Carter Williams
Smith
before, but
outside
ooh,
from down low. And
Oh,
so
that's
he
a
calls
foul.
the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And you know, Utah might not have finished 500 on the season, but they did finish 500
gosh.
in the Eastern Conference. Went 15
So,
and 15
the trick
last
in
season.
shooting the free throws on
For the
NBA I
Jazz
learned
getting
is
those
to
wins, Greg,
not so
conference
much,
you were just talking
you know,
about
the
that
whole
was a
motion of
big
the
key for
button
him.
or
Helps
the
them
analog
keep
stick
pace, Clark,
and
in
then
this rugged Western
or square if
And
you're
I
shooting
thought
it
the
old
Jazz
school
got better
style.
and better as the season
It's
wore on.
just
They
keep an eye on their
started
wrist.
slowly
As soon as their
against
wrist
the East
snaps
last
is
year,
when you
but
let
won
go.
5 of their last 6
So keep an eye on the
conference.
guy's hands on the ball. When the wrists break, you let go.
And he sinks the
That should be
second.
excellent every time.
Listen,
If not,
playing Western Conference
it's just part of the
teams is never
simulation.
easy. And for the
They're not
76ers
perfect.
last year,
It's not NBA Jam.
got
It's not
downright ugly.
arcade.
Some
Oh,
games
that's
against the
it's
West,
totally
they just
76ers.
didn't win any
Breakdown
chance.
of defense.
And nobody,
Love it.
guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg,
So,
he
there
says,
you go.
thank you very much,
60.
and sails in for the flush.
Ooh,
And those are the kind of
just got this guy,
sequences
boy.
that tell you why the
Oh,
score is
what?
what it is.
What? Derek Favors,
Blowout
SWAT.
Philly last year against the West, as you talked about.
Sorry about that, folks. Fucking cat's meowing. It's in heat. And it's a 4-month-old baby, so we gotta get the snips on. A little snip snip. Alright, back at it.
Madge Clark out of conference.
And Kevin, that was tied for the fewest wins against the West in the league. But again, no surprise with Philadelphia because they really were focused on developing young talent.
I think.
And here in the second, with about a minute and a
Sixers
half
to
gone by.
look for. Covington's alright, but
Now here's Burke, covered by Smith, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on
it was
Ishii
all
Smith.
ball. Yeah, he's saying it's all
That's
ball.
his first
Peter
foul.
knows. But Covington. Long arms. What? Dancing. Like a zombie, dude. What?
Favors with the screen. Burke kicks to Hood, off the pick. It's good. The assist that time from
No
Burke.
one's
Burke's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Fantastic
haircut.
ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is,
Rudy
partner.
Gobert.
Their last 10 points have all come off assists. You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
The 76ers trail by 11. Smith kicks to Covington. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
There's the dish to Hood. That's good.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets
That's
in a
shit
row
right there.
in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go.
God, this fucking cat. Sorry about that, folks. I'll probably have to edit this video tomorrow during the day. She's in my room. Little fucking bitch is waking up everybody.
Go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Dude, Rodney Hood hit some major bumps in the road last season. I mean, he came in with the reputation of having an NBA-ready jumper, yet only hit 41% of his shots. He had that foot injury that kept him out for a string of games. However, it really all came together for him in April, the last month of the season.
Not the kind of YouTube broadcast I was thinking of. Little fucking bitch cat. 'Cause I'm a male cat, I think. Crazy.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. There's the feed to Stauskas. Drains it from beyond the arc. Stauskas has got 10 points. And Utah has possession. Hood kicks to Favors. Now here's Burke. He's covered closely. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
You know, as I watched Derek Favors last season, he continued to develop his offense. He was a big, unpolished athlete coming into the league. Had some conditioning problems, but now it seems like he's on track to be a force as a power forward.
Talking about Derek Favors, his points per game average went up last season, as it has done in each of his 6 seasons in the league. He's an ascending player.
He is, definitely refined his moves down on the blocks, and he's also become much improved at passing out of the double team, averaging a career high in assists last season as well. The arrow is certainly pointing up for Mr. Favors.
Here's Okafor. Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. That's a 2 from Smith. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Smith's got 5 points now in the quarter. Jazz leading by 10. Burke with it. He's got 5. Outside Favors. He dishes it to Burke. Fires it up. Can't get it to go. And the 76ers go the other way with it. To the right side. Back to Smith. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. To the paint. And stolen by Favors. Burke kicks to Ingles. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Ingles has got the lead up to 12 now for the Jazz. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Jazz.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backcourt and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Favors with a screen on Smith. Here's Gobert. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Checking out the game Rudy Gobert is having. He has 9 points and 1 steal as well.
And guys, really impossible to say where he's been better, offensively or defensively.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's not missed a beat at either end. That's obvious.
And one record that is going to be very hard for any player to ever match is the Iron Man streak. That record's held by AC Green as he played in 1,192 consecutive games. That kind of durability is going to be hard to match in the modern NBA.
Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they got today?
Stauskas, the pass to Noel. The shot is off. Great D that time from Favors.
Horrible pass.
Jazz leading by 14.
Fuck what anybody says.
Favors with the screen. Burke dishes to Hood. He feeds it to Burke. The tray. Rebound by Stauskas. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Okafor kicks to Noel. Feeds to Covington. From deep. Rebounded by Hood. Hood's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And now taking a look at some numbers for Noel. A very nice season for him last year. 8th in blocks. And, of course, he's got a nose for the ball. He ranked in the top 10 in steals last season.
I tell you what, he was on serious lane patrol last season. Great anticipation and timing. That's how he ended up as a top 10 shot blocker.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now.
Trash.
Jazz leading by 14. Booker up top. Hayward up top. 5 points in the game. Offensive rebound. Plyce. The stupendous finish in traffic. Plyce has got 6 points.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
And it's blocked. Goes back up. Marshall passes to Landry. Here's Sampson. Buries the long-range jumper.
Boy, they're knocking down the long-range shots. A lot of those same shots they missed earlier in the first quarter. They still find themselves down here, but they're starting to make some headway into that deficit.
There's the double team with Landry. It's stolen. Out to the right wing. The layup off target.
J.A. Dolly.
Well, what a second half of the season it was for the Jazz. After the All-Star break, they went on a rampage.
And the catalyst for that was the defense. I mean, very few opponents got to triple digits against the Jazz after the All-Star break.
They set the screen. Clock at 6. And the call will go against Kendall Marshall.
What?
Oh, no. Bad time to slip up there, Kevin.
Due to bad
they got to
language.
stay focused.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball. And for the Jazz and their defense post All-Star break, it helped them in their big second half run.
Me
How
because
about
I have the
a
mic on?
422 field goal percentage against after the break.
Trash.
Free throw good, Booker.
Oh, I've never seen that happen
And
before.
you know, you were talking about the field goal percentage against for the
Whiskey Man
Jazz.
is on, I guess.
It was the
but
third best in the league after the All-Star
Got a
break. That's
technical
field goal
foul
percentage
for
defense.
average.
They allowed the fewest points in the NBA after the break as well.
The Jazz making a switch here. Lyles checked in. Both free throws good from Booker.
The Sixers are playing like the Sixers.
The 76ers trail by 16. Kicks it to Marshall. To the middle. Here's Grant. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Here's Marshall. Hayward grabs the board.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Five on the clock. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
2 minutes left in the second quarter. 1:56 left now here in the second. Right wing. Here's Price. Rebound by Marshall. The 76ers trail by 18. Here's Grant. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries. 1:35 left in the first half. Passes to Lyles.
Paint.
They set the screen. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Landry's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Marshall. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound. Hayward's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Nato, he's covered by Landry. Here's Lyles. That's his
3
second
seconds.
shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
Yeah, something's got to change. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting out of hand.
They set the pick. From 17 feet out, goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
24 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
Get rid of that smart play shit up on my fucking screen, please.
Timeout called the 76ers.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
Here's Sampson, defended by Booker. Sampson's shot, good. Sampson's got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, he's really starting to get in the flow now. A nice groove. That's his second here in the quarter, after none in the first.
Here is Hayward. There's Price, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Here's Hayward. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Jazz lead by 17. And we'll be back.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Some incredible work in this one by Rudy Gobert. He had 13 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 block. And that's it for halftime as the second half is just
Nobody
about...
cares about you guys. Get the fuck out of here. Can I have, faster gameplay, please? I don't need all this shit between.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Rudy Gobert with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Just a dominating performance in the post by him so far. Just tearing them to shreds when he gets it inside.
Yeah, and getting it to him is the only hard part, fellas. I mean, once he has it, he's automatic. Forget about it. He can do work down there.
And Gatorade all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Jazz. Favors and Gobert are the shot-blocking duo inside. Trey Burke is out there with Hood, and it's Hayward in at the small forward. Jazz leading by 17. And here is Burke. Tries it from 19. Hood can't get it to go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Stauskas. Utah with the rebound. Favors got his fourth rebound in this one.
Nick Stauskas had some great moments on the court last season, guys, but perhaps his most memorable contribution was his nickname of Sauce Castillo. Came out of nowhere, but it stuck with him, and he's going with it. I'd love to hear the story behind that.
And it's Smith penetrating, and Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
The leaner inside. Smith with the basket on the assist by Noel. And that's now 10 points for Smith.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
And Gobert kicks to Hayward. Gobert with a screen for Hayward. Now here's Burke, covered by Smith. Here's Hood, 6 to shoot. Hits the front of the rim and out.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Noel, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
To the paint, got a piece of it. Okafor with the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. And here's Covington from the arc. No good. And it's Utah the other way. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And Hayward gets it to go. Hayward's got 9 points.
It doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Down low, here's Okafor. Gobert with the defensive effort.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
A shot by Hayward, wide open. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. And that's 11 points for Gordon Hayward. The 76ers trail by 19. To the left wing. Philadelphia moving the ball around. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And here we can check out the story on Trey Burke. Some last season stats for him. Put up about 13 points per, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Yep, without a good floor conductor coming off the bench, your offense can quickly grow stagnant. He solves that problem. Really an extraordinary game for Smith. He has 11 points and 6 assists. It's been a really complete performance for him today.
And Clark, he's made a huge impact at both ends of the floor.
Dishes to Gobert. Pass to Burke. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And he lays it up and in.
Nerlens Noel.
Burke's got 7.
His defense is horrible.
Philadelphia with the ball.
It's like Colin Kaepernick playing on offense.
Now Smith. He's got 11, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take
That's
it.
fucking crap. Technical foul, that bitch.
Utah leading by 20.
Why are they calling a timeout?
And the Jazz call time here.
You know, obviously, you know, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played, and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, you know, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Quinn Snyder was going over with his team. He told Gobert that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
All right, Doris, thanks. And so Favors nails both of them.
This is wrong. 22
You know, Clark, the
points.
thing you like about Derek
All-star.
Favors is he keeps adding to his game every year. You forget how young he is, too.
That's exactly right. We need a reminder. This guy came into the league very early, right after a year of college. Seems like he's been around forever.
Pass to Hood. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Hood's
10-1
got
run.
14 points for the game.
Assists
It's
like
only
that
crack
have
15. It's the
typified
fucking third
their
quarter.
effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Noel. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Noel's got 4 points in the quarter.
It's about right.
And for Favors and
Noel's
his
garbage.
youth, he has made big strides. And in a few years' time could be one of the more dominant bigs in our league.
Here's Burke. And he makes good on the layup.
God, dude, it should
9
be
points in the game so
burned.
far.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Look at the coach,
Yeah,
dude.
Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Fucking trash, dude.
And guys, with Favors, his development, you know, you forget, sometimes it takes big men a little longer to figure it out. I mean, he's certainly been putting it together here the last few seasons.
Covington dishes to Smith. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
That is good. 9 points for Derek Favors.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got
Why
to
is
pick up
Okafor
that
up at
interior
3, dude?
defense.
Can't shoot the fucking 3 points.
The pass to Hood. Plenty of space. Okafor grabs the miss. Philadelphia has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Another miss by Philadelphia.
You can be traded to you,
Jazz have gotten
asshole.
half their shots to drop in the second half, up to this point going 7 of 14. And that's a foul called on Nick Stauskas. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. So both teams making some changes here.
Whack ass game, dude. Fucking all these
76ers on defense. Free throw line jump shot. Good. And that's 11 points for
Carl
Trey
Andrew
Burke.
in your
Boy,
eye.
such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists. And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaking.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
The dish to Grant. And stolen by Hayward.
Okay.
Plays it in off the breakaway.
Well.
Hayward's got 13.
If you're watching this shit, so
And
you
a
know the
closer
Sixers
look
suck.
here at the hustle stats for the Jazz.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen
Up there,
are a
dude.
result of
Don't
that
get on there.
aggressiveness.
Shoot.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Stauskas with the bucket. Now here's Burke. He's got 11. He kicks to Gobert. Burke with it. And a missed layup. Here's Stauskas. The shot is off. And Utah the other way now. Philadelphia last year struggled in a number of ways, Greg. The big one was they couldn't make shots as a team. Very basic.
Kevin, lowest field goal percentage in the entire league, and by a wide margin. Hard to get any wins when that's the case.
His three-pointers off the mark. The Jazz shooting pretty good tonight at 48%.
Worst fucking broadcast ever.
There's the feed to Burke. Launches a three, and the shot is good.
Fuck you.
Burke's got 9 points here in the second half.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, let's take a look at where Philadelphia ended up rank-wise in the league last year. First in steals, 4th in blocks. And they were one of the top 10 teams in the league at scoring points off turnovers. I'd call them a very opportunistic team.
You could rotate all the
I
Sixers
really
out.
feel like they fed off their pressure defense. You mentioned all the steals. That got them out in the open court and created easy opportunities offensively.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. J.K. Sampson comes in for Okafor. And it's Marshall in for Nick Stauskas.
I'm just gonna fucking pass him now.
Feeds it to Ingles. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. It's time now to look at the NBA's toughest defensive teams from a season ago.
All right.
The Jazz, number 1.
Defense was their identity, and that's how they're going to beat you. And they did it better than anyone in the league.
Outside Landry. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. To the inside. And stolen by Booker. Here's the break. Here's Ingles. Tries again. He dishes it to Booker. 1:43 left in the third. Passes it to Lyles. Hayward kicks to Booker. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 6. NATO. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
1:15 left to play in the third. Here's Grant. Sinks that one from the post. Grant's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
They set the pick. NATO. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Here's Sampson. Buries it from 3-point range. Sampson's got 9 points. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Lyles. He feeds it to Booker. Shoots from the right block. And Utah again with the bucket.
Fucking garbage ass game, dude.
There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
Before? Now you know.
Kicks it to Grant. It's deflected.
What? Oh.
Back to Hayward.
I can't do
And
it.
Philadelphia grabs the miss.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
That
Sampson's
Metrics
shot
on
is
fire and
off.
you shoot that ball like shit, dude. Fuck.
Booker in the corner. Dishes it to Hayward. Here's Wiles. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Wiles got 8.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him.
Garbage
The
ass.
three. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth.
I should just take out the fucking starters. You guys aren't gonna fucking play. Never mind. There's nobody on the bench.
And here
Yeah,
are the
quarter
76ers now. We've got Kendall Marshall. Elton Brand is out there with Amundsen. Sampson
Oh, it's
in at the
Thompson.
3, the small forward.
The whole time.
That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
It's trash.
Utah shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all.
What the hell was that?
Pass to Lyles. Amundsen grabs the board.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Here's Thompson. The 10-footer finds the target. Thompson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, I took him out of the starting lineup.
Utah with the ball.
So stupid. No, I didn't. Yeah, I did, but Staskis.
Now the pass to Johnson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, one thing we saw a lot of last season during the playoffs was the hack-a-shack plan, pretty much purposely fouling a poor free throw shooter. A lot of differing opinions on it, as it wasn't fun to watch for the viewers, but many feel it's a legitimate part of the game if it works.
The hack-a-shack or the hack-a-Jordan or the hack-a-whatever being a focus of the playoffs last season. We saw it up close and personal. It opened up a debate, Greg, on whether or not it should be allowed. What do you think?
You know, it's a touchy subject. I remember last summer, or spring, I should say, the commissioner touched upon it. You know, one of the concerns is, do you want to change a rule for the entire league when it basically affects 2 players? And so it's something that you got to be sensitive to. But to your point, the fans don't want to see that ugly style of basketball.
Boring. Slows the game down.
Sixers way of playing.
How about that move?
I mean,
Is
look
this
at the
guy
score.
special
Oh, it's pretty
or
high.
what?
I'm thinking
Just love watching him
100 to
operate
65,
inside.
that's right.
And Marshall kicks to Amundsen. That's good.
That's their third straight
So,
make off
and
of the
I
6.
got Amundsen in a
Great
trade.
ball
I did
movement.
a trade and got rid of somebody that made me mad. I think it was Isaiah.
And here's
Mack.
Utah.
We got too many point guards. on
Final
the
quarter of
Sixers.
play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Here's Wiles. There's Price, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Good checked in for Utah.
Everybody else's.
And that one misses.
Got to give the Jazz credit, guys. I mean, last year they really attacked the offensive glass. They got a lot
had
of
a
extra
good look.
chances because of how they would
Klay
pursue
Thompson, bro.
offensive rebound.
There's the dish to Johnson.
Yeah. That's why I wanted defense.
Fast break, Philadelphia. Thompson with the ball.
You're
Sampson's
not
shot is
go
off.
up for the dunk.
For Utah, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Nice ball movement by Utah.
Just
There's
have
the
my hand on the
screen.
ball, dude.
Passes to Lyles. Off the screen. And the rejection by Brand. Marshall passes to Sampson. Shot's good. Marshall making the play.
And get a haircut.
Marshall's got 3 assists tonight.
Fucking nap.
Well, the Jazz very tenacious on the offensive glass last season. In terms, Greg,
Dude,
of
he's out of
percentages,
bounds.
they grabbed the highest percentage of
Oh,
offensive
bro.
rebounds.
And that's where I like to focus. It's not the same as total offensive rebounds, but given how slow the
I
Jazz
know
played in
fucking
terms
was
of
bad.
possessions
Elton
per
Brand,
game,
man.
that's a really positive sign. Bottom line, the Jazz would consistently create second chance scoring opportunities with their relentless rebounding.
Johnson the screen. Here's Hood. He's covered by Thompson. Hood gets the bucket.
That's exactly why you don't
Rodney
leave your
Hood
feet
just
until the
pulled
shooter
over
elevates.
Brand.
He
What's
went for
the
that pump
point?
fake,
Being
hook,
that
line,
big
and
guy.
single.
Here's Brand, and it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
That in mind next time.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Defense.
Elton Brand Clark, one of 10 players in NBA history to have at least 15,000 points, 8,000 rebounds, 2,000 assists. I could go on and on and on.
You sure could. 16 years in the league and in his prime, an elite NBA big man. Quite versatile and played bigger than he was.
Elton Brand,
I mean,
big
even from
country,
over here, you can
Reeves.
see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Samson, you're not even
He's
paying
perfect
attention,
from the
dude.
line this time.
And
wanna
Elton
answer any
Brand, guys, a
questions
little
after
under
this.
6'10", but with almost a 7.5-foot wingspan. He's much longer than his height might suggest. Just a really solid display there of rebounding.
Bam.
They've done it really all game.
Dominating on the glass, Greg. I mean, a huge advantage for them in that particular
Yeah,
category.
efficient.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from.
check the score,
Just
looks
lost
real.
sense of time and the situation.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
And guys, Elton Brand, still a very good post defender, can block shots, and he's still got that nice mid-range jump shot there. Just a good escape valve
Dude, no
for their
offensive
offense.
rebounds. I need offensive rebounds, I think.
To the paint, the 10-footer. Weiss can't get it to go. 76ers have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Marshall dishes to Brand. And he gets it to go. Brand's got 5 points in the quarter.
What a pass by
sucker
Marshall.
donkey.
That's outstanding teamwork.
And guys, something new for the NBA is the HGH testing that's been put in place. It's something the league hasn't had too many issues with or even accusations, but better to stamp it out early.
Camper.
And hard to argue that it should be in place.
Guy on the fucking game's talking about HGH.
He kicks to Brand.
Fucking video game.
Tries from 7. That's tipped, and he gets it back.
I mean, you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
The free throw dropped for
I'm gonna
Elton
stay on my
Brand.
roster for
The
you.
story in the first half was their low
We'll
free
find
throw
out by
percentage.
game 2.
They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
Smith checked in for Marshall.
Wow.
Burke, he's checked in for Utah.
Solid.
Boy, they're making it look easy here. I mean, they're just automatic from the line.
How's that a blocking foul? You ran into me. This
Oh,
says
good on
no,
that
is it? I don't think there's anybody. Oh, there's somebody. For the winner. Jakar Sampson.
So he comes up empty at the line. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. It's stolen by Johnson.
Garbage ass game.
Now here's Burke. He's tightly guarded, but he stays with it. And there's the feed to Hood. Accurate with the jumper from the elbow. Hood's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his
Maybe this
shooting
fucking
has led
franchise should
them
watch
to this league.
gameplay. See how
Smith
fucking
kicks to
shitty
Amundsen.
They really are. If you want to fucking change your
There's
ways,
the three.
guys.
And it's Smith missing. The Jazz shooting about 45% from the 4 in the fourth. Here's Burke. Cannot hit. And Philadelphia the other way now. Sampson kicks to Smith. Now here is Brand. Tight defense on him. Thompson from long range.
That's over the fucking back.
The Jazz shooting 47%, pretty solid. Louis Amundsen is going to pick up a foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their
It's
team's
taken me an
happy right
hour,
now, but
over an hour
shouldn't
to
be
play
taking
4
that
quarters.
frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Grant's checked in.
And you know, the new court projection visuals, all the rage in the NBA now. Instead of having to use a screen over the court, they just project video and images straight onto the court. I think before long, you'll see it everywhere.
And that one's good. And that's now 6 points for Johnson.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Knocks it loose.
Fucking dumbass game.
Here's Burke. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul.
Well, must well.
So that will be his
Must
second
make it
foul of
shoot.
the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Those score projections you see in the pregame, we don't even have the best angle for them. They're so good.
Yeah, nice perk for those sitting a little higher up on those or
fucking
those watching
Warriors
TV.
tab
It's about
game.
putting on a
Straight
show and at the
fucking
end
crap.
of the day, entertaining the fans.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Okafor's checked
That's
in.
never
Carl
happened to
Landry is subbed in for
basketball.
Hollis Thompson. Johnson in the corner. There's the triple.
Why are they even shooting threes?
Can't
Guys,
get it
not
to go.
score.
Now the
Fucking
76ers
dicks.
take it the other way.
Wow.
Smith drives in. Here's Okafor. And it's
Bam!
down hard with both hands.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think
was that
there
earlier?
was
First quarter,
anyone,
dipshit.
and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Doubled by Smith.
Fucking
Burke
Peter.
kicks to Hayward. Lets it go from 11.
Oh
That
my
one
God,
falls
dude.
coming off Burke's feet.
We're gonna be doing
15
some
points
trades
for
after
Gordon
this. It's
Hayward.
gonna be fun.
And just a little bit ragged
Get it.
defensively
Oh
there,
my
Clark.
God, it's so horrible.
An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Burke. The shot is off. Excellent D
hands in the
there from
face, dude.
Okafor. Here's Smith. And that's out of bounds for an overtime possession.
Get that cheap shit
And the
out of here.
76ers making a change here. Marshall's checked in. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Utah. Marshall. The 76ers again can't hit it. Jazz have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Hayward with the ball. Now Okafor defending. Hayward missing again.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And stolen by Hayward. And the whistle blows.
dude, it is
It's
calling
going to be on
everything out
Jahlil Okafor.
Fucking butt slap that
So
dude.
that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the
Plenty of
bonus.
fucking foul.
We'll go to the line to shoot 2. First one falls for him.
And one thing about the NBA, there are a ton of siblings currently playing in the league. Some on the same team, some on opposing sides, but there must be over a half a dozen sets of siblings.
Landry no good.
Fucking
And
blocking
that's
out
what
of
we
the
call good defense in the paint, worth its
Now it's good
weight in
defense.
gold.
Fuck that.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Come on, man.
And there's the call on Jakar Sampson.
I want to fast
That's
forward
his
this
first
shit.
foul of the game. In the bonus, we'll go to the free throw line. The first one falls. That one misses. The 76ers shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Make it.
And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. The Jazz shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Pass to Pleiss. The Jazz working the ball around now. Landry grabs the miss.
Boy, he blew the easy 2 by profile. Trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
Sampson's shot is off.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor. Well, we all know how loud NBA arenas can get. I mean, last season there were some accusations thrown around that it wasn't all organic. I mean, some players felt as if some of the NBA crowd noise was artificial.
That one misses, so he goes
It's
1
gonna
for
sound like
2.
Mark Jackson
Some heavy
talking.
accusations about artificial noise being pumped in last year. We've seen the issue in the NFL, talking about now in the NBA. Seeing in other sports, there's a case that maybe the
Yeah,
NBA's
that's the
got to
case.
deal with.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I know some stadiums, it might feel like there is extra noise being pumped in. And listen, there are a lot of fan bases that we have that are just flat out loud. I mean, it can be electric. But having said that, I don't think we want to have the artificial noise being pumped in. I think it does the game a disservice.
And the first one drops. And he can't hit the second.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
Pass to Lyles. And Okafor with the block.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Jazz.
You're right, Steve. It was a
That's what I feel like
standout
the Cleveland
performance
Cavaliers
across the board.
at
They
home
were just
against the Warriors.
times, Clark seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching
See
a
that
cat
right there?
play
I had
with
the
a
ball.
mouse, Kevin. Quite
Yeah.
honestly, they were able to do more
Fucking
or
dumbass
less,
game.
whatever they wanted to do.
And so with
This guy,
this,
you know,
they'll
he's not
end
a
up with their
basketball nerd.
second
It's a
win
ball hog.
on the year.
James
And
Harden,
with the
man.
win approaching, they'll take the first
Pretty
game
good.
here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a two-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Burke. A big part of their success was his ability when they would flash open.
Straight trash.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Hayward's got space. Hayward missing again.
Jeez, dude.
He's got to be disappointed with
Yes,
himself
you're
on that
winning.
one.
Good job.
He has got to knock those down.
Marshall passes to Sampson. Here's Landry. Price with the rebound.
It's not Andrew's spot.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, exactly. They got to be happy with the outcome here.
Elated, you're right.
Can't reach in without fucking getting a foul called on you.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what?
Dismantled.
I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Derek, your defensive pressure took
The 2K Sports post-game
Nobody wants to
show.
hear you fucking talk, dude. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to see these fucks.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny Smith and
Why's
Shaquille
your throat
O'Neal.
red, bro?
He was a powerful offensive weapon tonight, scoring a double-double with points and assists. And that was the catalyst for this victory.
His
Oh, was it
play at
Gordon
the
Hayward?
point was a
17
major factor in this win. Their ball movement was terrific.
Fudge.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.
I need to take a break, folks. jtsellen, VELASCO GAMING. Heavy eyes. Heavy eyes.